On the 18th of February, the 1776 Entrepreneurs Challenge Cup will take place in Kenya. This is a competition for world-changing small businesses to win cash prizes and make international connections on a global stage. 3 South Africans will take part this year with the support of the Climate Innovation Hub, which itself is one of 50 hosts around the globe. One of the participants is Bandile Dlabantu from Khepri Innovations, and he is joined by Dr. Akinwale Aboyade. He is the Climate Innovation Center. He's from that center. Good to have both of you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. This sounds so exciting. So I'm going to skip you, Doctor, for 1 second, and I'm going to go straight to the innovation, because you're representing South Africa for something that you have done. What is it that you've done?
Well, Khepri is a bioconversion company where we've found ways of creating value for wastes from abattoirs and food producers using insects. And our approach is simply to move from a centralized facility to a decentralized one, allowing rural as well as poor communities opportunities to create employment as well as wealth for them.
That's absolutely fantastic. How did this come about? What is this all about?
Yeah, so the Climate Innovation Center is a part of the Innovation Hub, which is Gauteng's innovation agency. We're owned by the Gauteng provincial government. And we've, over the years, developed this partnership with 1776, you mentioned earlier. They're a global venture capitalist and private equity firm based in Washington, D.C. And they organize this global challenge where they get entrepreneurs from around the world to pitch their ideas and compete against each other for a prize, and also for access to investment from the venture capitalist network. And we hosted at the Innovation Hub, the Climate Innovation Center in particular, hosted the local competition for South Africa. And it turns out that Bandile and 2 others won the prize, so they will be going to Kenya along with us next week to compete, like I said, representing South Africa, but there will be many other countries from the rest of Africa also competing with them. Of course, we obviously hope that they win something.
And this is an annual event.
And it's an annual event, yes. So, and the prize from that is that they get to go compete in the global competition in Washington, D.C. in June. Assuming, of course, that they win the regional ones that
they win the regional ones, and I'm believing here it's a chance to win $1 million in Washington in June.
Yes.
I mean, if you win something like this, I mean, how do you take your innovation? Where does it go from here?
For us, it's to actually move the $1 million will actually help us actually build our sites as well as actually spread our innovation throughout South Africa. Because coming from rural areas where I come from, water is always being polluted by organic waste, which is created by companies that actually do so to create jobs. So we're actually offering that value. That 1 million would allow us to actually get bigger and to actually touch more communities to create better value.
That's fantastic. Just in terms of the South African public responding to this, the green offering, how is it?
It's been quite interesting. The first time around you actually talk to someone about using flies for anything, people tend to freak out. But the reality, once people start to understand what the impact is of the current model of doing things on their bottom line, the impact on their communities, then it becomes easy for us to actually sell. I mean, the industry has taken us quite well. We've had really good support from the Innovation Hub, which allowed us to talk to people from the Abattoirs Association of South Africa, linking us with other partners that we actually created solutions that fitted them. So the industry is taking it up. There's a huge interest, which is quite exciting for us.
I don't blame you. I'm so excited for you. But, you know, you go with other competition from South Africa as well. Doc, tell us a little bit about them, because I've got them. It's the livestock wealth using cattle as an asset class to simplify investment for the majority of the African population, and leakless valves.
Yes.
Tell us about these 2 companies.
Right, so there's also 2 of companies that we're incubating at the Innovation Hub. And Livestock Wealth has this really clever idea where it has a crowdsourced platform for farming cows and cattle. So you can go on their platform and buy cattle, and they will basically maintain it for you. out somewhere in Bundus, and you see the cattle grow because they'll send you regular updates and so on. So it becomes like your investment, and you could just do this through an app. You go on, you choose the cattle you want, you buy them, and then you can keep them for years, or you can sell them at whatever point. So you can also trade with the cattle, just like it's kind of like a stock exchange for cattle.
Yeah.
So it's a very interesting idea that's receiving a lot of traction in the market. Lots of people are, logging onto it and actually, being able to actually buy and own cattle without being a farmer. So that's we found really interesting. The other one is particularly also aligned to the green sector, the leakless valve. And what they do is they've developed a way to stop toilets from leaking. As anyone who owns a toilet knows, they almost always leak. You finish flushing the toilet, and then you 5 minutes later you're hearing the drip, drip, drip.
Yes,
he's got this really simple. I mean, apparently that actually causes quite millions and millions of liters of water across South Africa wasted.
Yeah, I can imagine.
From that.
That's
and
wonderful.
He's got a really simple. After you see it, you'll be like, why didn't I think of that?
Listen,
Wait for making that happen.
Time. Why didn't I think of that? That's why we have people like you, Bandile. You think of these things for us. Good luck. Good luck. Keep us updated. Let us know exactly how it goes. And we can't wait to hear the results, which will be announced.
Which will be announced immediately. On the actual competition will be on the 18th.
On the 18th
and the results will be of February, so next week. And the results will be announced immediately after, and we'll be sure to let you guys know.
Cannot wait. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us. Dr. Wale Aboyade is from the Climate Innovation Hub, and our one South African representative, Bandile Dlabantu from Khepri Innovations. Good luck. We wish you the best of luck going in there.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's take a break. We'll see you after this.